Did you know there's another way to detect breast cancer early and prevent it besides self-exploration? Hi, I'm Gabrielle. I'm a mom of 2 beautiful kids and a breast cancer survivor. It's October, the month of breast cancer awareness, so I decided to make this video for you because I think knowing your choices when it comes to breast cancer detection could save your life. As mothers, our most valuable asset is our health. We want to be there for our children. We are the caretakers, the nurturers. We are the pillars of our family, and our well-being directly impacts our loved ones. And as a concerned mom, I think early breast cancer detection is crucial. Although self-exploration is essential and very important that you do every single month to detect breast cancer, especially if there's breast cancer in your family, it is not the only way. I think many moms don't know this. Even though self-examination is important, there is groundbreaking technology that now allows us to detect breast cancer way early, like I did. I was very lucky to detect breast cancer early, and not only did I have it in one breast, but I had it in both. How did I detect it so early? Breast cancer runs in my family. My mom had it, my aunt had it, and my cousin, rest in peace, had it too. All of them had it really early, before they were 40 years old. So when I hit 40, I started to worry a bit about it. I wasn't too overly concerned because I lead a very healthy lifestyle. But one friend, to be precise, my cousin's husband, told me one day, "You should consider getting genetic testing." When he said that, he literally saved my life, and I will forever be grateful. I became really curious, and many people told me, "Aren't you scared of knowing that you have the propensity for breast cancer?" Honestly, I imagine I already did, because my mom and so many members of my family had breast cancer. 2 of them actually died of it. My cousin, rest in peace, and her mom. My mom is a breast cancer survivor. She found stage 4 breast cancer. They told her she had 6 months to live, but she refused to accept that prognosis, and she has been a breast cancer survivor for over 30 years. She went through hell. She fought with all her might. As a mom that she is, she wanted to be present for us, and I am very proud of her. So when I found out that I had breast cancer and caught it so early, I wasn't that afraid. I mean, I was afraid, but I knew my road to recovery wouldn't be as bad as my mom's. And I would like for you to have that opportunity too. Early detection of breast cancer is a beacon of hope. Genetic testing is a remarkable technology that allows us to peer into our DNA. It increases the chances of early detection and therefore the chances for survival. There's a gene that when it has some errors, it marks our propensity for breast cancer. These specific genetic mutations are linked to our breast cancer risk. The acronym stands for Breast Cancer Susceptibility Gene. Depending on the type of BRCA gene we have, because there's type 1 and type 2, it also marks our susceptibility to have other types of cancers. In my case, I was positive for BRCA gene 1, which indicates that I am susceptible for breast cancer or pancreatic cancer. And now that I think of it, my grandmother died of pancreatic cancer. She did not have breast cancer, but she did die very young of pancreatic cancer. It is important to note who should consider genetic testing. If you know that there's a history of breast cancer or other types of cancer in your family, you should consider this testing, especially if those members of your family were very young when they were diagnosed. My grandmother was diagnosed in her 60s with pancreatic cancer. My aunt was diagnosed with breast cancer in her 60s. My cousin was diagnosed when she was 39. My mom was diagnosed also around 39, 40 years old. And I was diagnosed when I was 42. The genetic testing procedure is quite simple. There are several labs that offer this procedure, and sometimes it is covered by insurance. In my case, it was covered by insurance, but I didn't know. I was so curious to know if I had that gene that I went online and I found a lab to do it. I will place a link in the description, and no, I'm not getting any commissions or any referrals or anything for it. I just want to help you. But I would rather you ask your healthcare provider because maybe it's covered by insurance. The test was not expensive. In my case, when I got it online, it was around $100. That was back in 2019, I think. They sent me a little box, and you place in it a saliva sample, but there are also labs that take a blood sample. Then you send that back in to be analyzed. The results took about 2 weeks to a month, I can't remember exactly. When I got my results back, I imagined it would be positive, and sadly, yes, I was positive for the BRCA1 gene. If you're afraid, if it makes you nervous, or you feel that you're gonna need support, definitely get it. Many people will need some kind of emotional or psychological support when it comes to their results. I talked to my primary physician, and she set me up with a genetic counselor. And I was very surprised with the information they gave me. So I am glad I accepted that support. They gave me the steps to follow to continue caring for my health. In my case, it was time to get a mammogram. They definitely found something in the mammogram, so I was ordered a biopsy, and the biopsy came back positive for cancer. And then I sat down with my oncologist, and he told me the steps to follow and what my options were. I could have that area removed or take the preventive path of just removing my breast. In my case, I decided to get it done and over with. Since my possibilities of getting breast cancer again were very high, I just decided to get my breast removed. This really freaked out my mom because even though she had stage 4 breast cancer, an amazing doctor in Mexico saved her breasts. And she still is a survivor over 30 years later. She still has her breasts in spite of it all. They just took out the tumor and she underwent chemotherapy and radiotherapy. I truly did not want to go through that, so I decided just take them off. Luckily, I was able to get implants right away. And since my breast cancer was somewhat isolated, there was no metastasis, which means it wasn't spreading, because when you have metastasis, it means the cancer has spread to other parts of your body. I didn't need any further treatment. They just gave me some medication to keep it under control. And after that, I was declared under remission. I was very fortunate to have caught it early. And I believe that sharing this information will help you also to catch it extremely early. If I had not taken that genetic test that I was suggested by the husband of my late cousin, I would probably not be here today. I am so blessed to be here to share this information, to be there for my children. And now that it's October and Breast Cancer Prevention Month, I would love for you to also have this knowledge. If you decide to go through with genetic testing, remember that knowledge is power, knowledge is key, and knowledge could save your life. If your test comes negative, I am super happy that at least you know you don't have the genetic predisposition to have breast cancer. Nevertheless, continue self-exploration to make sure you stay healthy. But if your genetic test comes back positive for BRCA1 or BRCA2, remember that there are steps that you can follow to stay healthy and to catch breast cancer if it ever shows up. It's okay to feel worried and scared. Even though I wasn't scared when I got my genetic testing back, I must admit, I was pretty scared right before surgery. And after surgery, I was also a little worried about what the doctor would say after seeing what my mom went through. So no matter what you find out, remember, it is okay to reach out to those you love. It is okay to lean on your support circle. As moms, we need to be informed and proactive about our health. If you have any questions, consult with your healthcare provider to see if genetic testing is right for you. I believe genetic testing offers valuable insights into our health, and in my case, it saved my life.